I'm just out here doing my own thing. Man, I'm just coolin' in my own lane. Man, I'm just out here doing my own thing. They asking this and that, man, I'm just focused in my own lane.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Black Americans Making Their Mark, Stories Abroad, Season 2. Today we out here in Xiamen, China. We're gonna be meeting up with JQ. Let's link up with him now. What's good? What's good with you, man? You straight? You good? You looking healthy, bling blinging and everything? Tell little people about you, man.
What's up, man? This is your boy JQ from the United States of America, Washington, D.C. We out here in China, and it's good to see you, Jerome.
It's good to see you, man. Look, I'm excited to do this. JQ is an international entertainer. Play the piano, sing, all that, whoop-de-whoop. We're gonna get into that later, but today we're gonna get some food, talk about some culture. We're gonna see how you living, talk about just like how the difference is living here in China versus living back home and the cost of living and the money. Everybody wanna know about the money. And then we're gonna get into your career, your occupation, what you do, and how you got into that. And then we're gonna talk about just how it is being black here in China compared to back home, and try to get some more of us out here, man. You ready to do it?
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's go. Let's do this.
She was mine. She was my everything. 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 She was my.
Okay, so JQ, we here. We got some delicious food. I got my water right here just in case I'm not feeling this. So kind of break down what we're about to try, and yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna get into it. So kind of explain to us why we got these gloves on. Why?
Okay, so this is the Chinese style. They usually like to eat with the gloves or sanitation purposes. Some things can be a lot greasy. So yeah.
Okay, so what we going with first?
All right, we're gonna start with our basic traditional lamb first.
Okay.
It's gonna be on this stick.
Okay.
Right here. Go ahead and grab yourself a stick.
I got a stick.
And this one has a little bit of hot sauce on it, so yeah, go ahead, try a little bit of that.
We love the hot sauce.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
That's going to hit the spot. That's going to hit the spot.
That's good right there. Nice little season.
Right.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna take another bite of that. This might be the only thing I like. I'm going. Okay. All right.
So the next one, we're gonna almost from the same spot. We're gonna try a little bit of this squid.
Squid. We got a lot of squid.
Yeah.
We can share. We can just throw out squid. Squid for everybody. Squid, right? Okay. All right. So we got the squid.
Yeah. So the next one's gonna be the squid.
Okay.
Go ahead and take a bite of that.
Yeah. Chewy. Oh, hell no. The squid is a no-go. It's spicy.
Real spicy, huh?
It's chewy. It's like
yeah.
It's like chewing on tongue or something. Like, what is it? Like,
Then the next joint is gonna be chicken fingers. Go ahead and take a little bit of bite of that.
Like,
this is very popular.
Look at the claws on it. Like,
this is very popular in China.
How does so you just
just bite right through it. Yeah.
That shit's disgusting. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. You got to take a bite. What you putting yours down for?
And then the next one.
What you putting yours down for? Nah. You got to take one. You got to. I didn't sacrifice.
I mean, I usually don't eat these.
Okay.
You know
Ugh.
So, but you said you wanted to try. I mean, you said you would try it, so you wanted to try it.
Okay,
So.
all right. It's just bad. It's
So the next one's gonna be pig ear.
Pig ears.
Pig ear. 猪耳朵. That's how you say this in Chinese. 猪耳朵.
Pig ears. How you say it?
Yeah, 猪耳朵. 猪耳朵.
猪耳朵.
Yeah.
猪耳朵.
Yeah.
猪耳朵. Go ahead. You go first.
I've never had this either.
Yeah. Go ahead. Let me know. Little baby bite.
Oh, it's like bacon.
Like bacon?
Yeah.
Ain't no bacon. That. Don't use the but you know, beep that. This is disgusting. I can't do that. That's disgusting. Disgusting. You back on the lamb.
You might want to stick to the lamb. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Stick to the lamb.
I got some questions for you. What is like some of the craziest things you have eaten here in China, or you've seen people eat, or like people eat dogs, cats? Have you seen that, like those myths that we hear back at home?
So I personally haven't seen. I've heard about it, the dog and the cat, but I haven't seen it like face to face.
Right.
But it does exist. More so down south in Guangdong province.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the craziest thing that you have had that you tried? The
Probably-
pig ears?
Probably just this pig ear.
Okay.
That's probably the most craziest thing I've tried. Yeah.
So what is your favorite food?
My favorite food is gonna be it's a food from Sichuan, which is called Kung Pao Jiding.
Kung Pao.
Kung Pao Jiding.
Not Kung Pao chicken though.
It is Kung Pao chicken, but the real name is Kung Pao Jiding.
Kung Pao Jiding.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So that back at home, they do got Kung Pao chicken. It's just a different name, right?
Yeah.
How about like General Tao's orange chicken? They ain't got none of that.
You won't find that here.
Okay.
Not that style.
Like a variation of it.
Yeah, variation.
Ah, okay. So fortune cookies, no fortune cookies.
Unfortunately, no.
Like, do they got like the rice in like the white box like you see in movies? Nah. So none of that.
Game.
So back at home,
Game.
you don't get none of that here. This is the real deal, authentic pig ears squid on a stick, shish kebab squid, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. So anything like, would you encourage people when they come to like try all the crazy street food and stuff just to get the experience?
I would say definitely try the Kung Pao Jiding, the tomato egg, which is called Fanche Jiaodan, which is very good. Fanche Jiaodan, which is very good.
Tomato egg.
Yeah, really good.
What the hell
really
is a
good
tomato egg?
Well, no, it's tomato and egg mixed together.
Like an omelet tomato.
Sorta,
Okay.
but scrambled
Tomato
egg with sliced tomatoes. Yeah, it's dope.
Okay, all right. Well, man, look, I appreciate this. I appreciate the chicken fingers, the liver, the lamb, the squid, the pig ears, all the good stuff. So, going to the crib, see how you living?
Check it out.
All right, man, let's bounce, man.
Born in the jungle, the son of the last village. And I'ma thank the most high God from a black image. What's up? I want you with your ones up. Light and blaze the fire ones up. I bet you run one. Love the feeling when it's calling more. When it's calling more. I know you're winning when you move like this. I know you love it when I do like this. And I'ma only tell you one time, no. 'Cause you ain't nothing like the ones I know.
So, JQ, we in your crib now. You know what I'm saying? Where everything goes down, where the magic happens and all that. I appreciate it, man, letting us into your home and everything. A lot of JQ stuff around, very narcissistic. It's all good. I know you gotta brand yourself and come home and you all branded up. So just talk about the cost of living here in China compared to maybe back at home. How much do you pay like for your spot? If you want to share that with us. We want to know. We want to know.
That's a little too personal. You know what I'm saying?
Give us your range.
Okay. So the cost of living in China is cheaper than America for sure. Much more cheaper, much more affordable.
So how much in the States, say in DC, would it cost for you to live in a spot like you living in now?
Like a spot like this in DC or New York would be probably around $2,000 to $1,000 US a month.
And how much you paying?
That's a little personal, you know what I'm saying? That's a little personal.
But you paying way under that.
Way under that. Way under that.
Way under that.
Way under that.
So,
way
so
under
as an entrepreneur, it allows you to kind of have a similar or even better lifestyle that you would have at home and save more money, right?
Right. So rent is not such a big burden. You're able to, you know what I'm saying, get that over with and then continue on your earnings to make money. Yeah.
And so you basically, you got all the amenities that you need, right?
Right.
Kitchen, toilet, shower,
water,
all that is in.
All that.
And that's just tremendously cheaper than
America.
So would you say if you're an entrepreneur back at home, right, and you do music like you do, would you encourage people to, because it's hard, like it's hard to be able to be an entrepreneur back at home and save money and then try to invest in yourself. You usually may have to work a part-time or just a full-time job, which take away time from your craft. So would you encourage people to look into, like, if you can live somewhere abroad and still do what you do, especially as an entrepreneur, make that move?
Right. So it definitely gives you the leg room to maneuver, and you're not burdened with such a 9 to 5 or anything like that. Just to get the rent done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can really push, and it's just an affordable place to live.
Right.
Which makes it much easier for your entrepreneur like myself.
So how much do you think you spend with groceries, your housing, everything a month? Off the top of your head, what you think?
Dang, that's hard to say because sometimes I'm going in and out a lot.
Right, very.
So very.
But so it's cheaper. So
overall, it's much cheaper.
To eat out is a little cheaper.
Right.
To just cook, of course, buy groceries is going to be cheaper.
Right.
And things like that.
Much cheaper.
Okay.
Cheaper, yeah.
It makes sense. And so, as far as with your community and everything, that like being here in Xiamen, do you like where you live, the space, the people, the neighbors?
Yeah, so the community is very well. There's a port right here. I can go over to Taiwan and see Taiwan.
Okay.
So it's very close. In Xiamen, there's such a nice community here, such an amazing community. Everybody's for each other here.
And you're right by the mall, by one.
Right by the shopping mall.
Right.
Yep.
So everything's convenient and close by.
For sure.
Okay. Well, man, look, hey, we appreciate you showing us a spot, giving us the cribs type of view, and for those that's back at home, entrepreneurs, cost of living is cheaper, right? You can have the same type of lifestyle back at home, if not better, and save more money.
Right.
So if you can find opportunities abroad to do music, to teach, medical, whatever that you're doing, it may be better for your pockets to save up and then go back home and be able to do more things because your money stretches more.
Right.
Hey.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it, man. Now let's go. Hold on, before we do that, you got a piano. And so we're going to the studio after this, right?
Yeah.
And so can you give us a little something, music extraordinaire. So he got to give us a little something to transition into the studio before you lay down some tracks. Can you play something for us?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Let's go. See what you got. All right, show us what you got, man. See what you working with, man. What you gonna play for us? Play. Can you play one of your songs?
Okay.
Play one of your songs.
One of my songs?
Yeah, one of your covers or something. Sing, give us something.
I said I left my baby girl a message saying I won't be coming home and I'd rather be alone. She doesn't truly understand me, but I'd rather leave than to cheat. If Baby, give me some time, I can be the man she needs. I got a lot of lust inside of me, and we've been together since our teenage years. I really don't mean to hurt her, but I need some time to be alone. But when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. Oh, how I feel so sad. Now that I wanna leave, she's crying her heart to me. How could you let this be? I just need time to see where I wanna be, where I wanna be.
They see me shining everywhere that I go. They try to take away the things that I know. My mama told me it's your life. The choice is yours and it's your price. They criticizing everything that we do now. They recognize that I'm blessed with my hue. That's a black man for ya. That's a black man for ya. The sun is rising, so it's time to go right now. So wake up early in the morning.
Okay, now everybody, we back here in the studio at Music Loop Studios, the hip hop scene in Xiamen, China. Here with JQ. Man, feels like I'm back at home in the trap. But what I want to talk to you about, and I know a lot of people from last season was always interested. Oh, what are people doing? How are they doing it? And so you've been an entertainer. Tell us about your journey, your story, and how you started doing music and how it brought you out here to China.
Okay, so I first came to China in 2010. I had got offered a contract to sing at the Park Hyatt Hotel in Shanghai, China. So that was a resident job. So we performed there 6 nights a week. And I guess you could say we were the hotel band. And so they flew me out from America to Shanghai. It was my first time in China. And
How old was you at that time?
I was around 24 years old.
24 years young.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, when I came, it was a new place, a new experience. I was looking for something new. I was like, you know what? Let me try something completely new.
Right.
Everybody in America is doing the same thing anyway. You know what I'm saying? Let me try something new. So that's why I took that opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you had the gig with the band and everything. And so after that, did you go back home or did you just stay in China for the rest of the?
Well, after that, it was kind of funny. I actually got fired.
On your
from
day
the
off.
band. I got fired because I did a show. I didn't know that it was illegal to do a show outside of the hotel.
Oh.
So about the last month or so, I got fired because I did a show outside of the hotel.
Right.
So that was crazy. So my plane ride was the next day back home. So as soon as I got fired, I was like, okay, we can't have this. You're fired.
Right.
We got to send you back home. So I decided to cancel that ticket. And I was like, you know what? China has so many great opportunities. I'm getting shows outside of the club. So let me just do my thing, hustle, grind.
Right.
So I decided to stay in Shanghai.
Okay.
Nobody knows that story though.
So how long were you in Shanghai?
I lived in Shanghai for 3.5 years.
Okay. And how long you been here in Xiamen?
Xiamen, I've been in Xiamen for 3 years.
So what made you decide like, okay, I'm a great entertainer, great singer. Forget about America, forget about US. I'm just gonna stay out here and do my thing. Like what? Because that's different. Most people think, well, I need to go to the United States to make it big and do my music thing. And you already from there. Seemed like that would be the place. New York, California, Nashville. My hometown. All those things. Like you feel like those like are music hubs. Why not?
Right. Well, I felt like coming to Asia and coming to China was a great opportunity. And just to be so different, just to try something new, completely new.
Right.
Singing in another language and, learning the culture with it all together. And, most of my biggest opportunities have come from being in China. Right. So you just got to keep going with it.
And so do you think if this transition to China has helped your music career, helped you as an artist, helped you as an entertainer?
absolutely. Because when you're out here, when you're isolated, when you're not in the hub of America, you get to really focus, see who you are.
Right.
You know, because you're not in your home country.
Right.
So it's a totally different mindset.
It puts you in a different creative mindset too, right? Because it's like different audience, different feel, different need, you know, just different vibes and music vibes and it helps you grow, right? You're not like kind of boxed in.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. So you made that transition, you got fired, and you said, okay, I'm just gonna stay out here and everything. So would you encourage or like kind of like inspire for other artists to come out here and try it?
Right. So you kind of
is it hard? Is it, you know what I'm saying? Like what? Like is it hard to do?
It's not easy. It's not easy because it takes a lot of preparation. It takes a lot of patience.
Okay.
And a lot of just a lot of trust within your talent, within your skill to do it. But China's such an amazing place. The culture is so beautiful. The people are nice, and very welcoming. And it's a good place for artists to come, definitely for sure.
And so we talked about this a little bit off camera, but like being a Black American, you was telling me kind of like the expectations are like higher because they see us and they say, oh, entertainer, or he must be good at something that's like sports, music, or something like that. This stereotypical thing that kind of people see us as. So like, is that put more pressure on you to deliver, or does that open up more opportunities for you because you're a Black American and they say, okay, well, we know from propaganda that they are awesome when it comes to entertainment and music things? Like
for sure. So it definitely opens up a lot of opportunities, and the pressure is definitely there because I like, for me, I like learning new things,
right?
But the way I necessarily learn something in a, like for example, if I was to learn something in the English song, it's gonna be totally different than the way I would learn a Chinese song, because you know, you got to get the pronunciation down, you got to really focus. Like you got to really focus. But going to college prepared me for that because I sang. I was a voice major and I sang different languages. Okay. So, but
the boy's intelligent. Went to college.
But yeah, it's definitely not easy. Definitely not easy.
Okay. That's good for people back home to know. Right. For how you can benefit from being Black in that type of avenue and have so many opportunities, and it's going to help you when it comes to your creativity, right? So I'm gonna ask you just to go down the list of listening questions that just come up in my head, right? So who's your favorite artist?
My favorite artist of all time.
Of all time. You had to just pick. I give you three. I know it's probably if you had to pick like your top three and not in any specific order.
Ooh, okay. So are we talking about singers?
Whatever. You can be singers, rappers.
Of course, you gotta start with Michael Jackson.
Okay, that's your. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's influenced by Michael Jackson.
Okay.
That's all over the world. But anyway, but I definitely really studied Donny Hathaway.
Okay.
You know, and I'm gonna put my boy Nat King Cole up in
Nat
there.
King Cole. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now that's on back home. Now tell us on some like Chinese artists like
Chinese
that
artists
we
are phenomenal.
like that. We're gonna have to put this up on the screen because I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna have a clue who you talking
about. Yo, the Chinese artists are phenomenal here. I'm
blown away. Name some of them. Name so we can research back at home.
You gotta check out Jim, G-E-M. She's hot. Okay. She's born in Shanghai, but she grew up in Hong Kong. Okay. She's top notch. You also got to check out J.E Cho. Okay. He's like the first to really break into the pop, to really get the pop culture. So he has a whole culture movement behind him. Right. He's definitely awesome. Okay. And definitely Wang Lihong, who's another guy from Taiwan. Okay. But he also grew up in America, studied at Berkeley. Okay. Dope artist. But yeah, these are the Chinese artists who are really. You forgot
one. You forgot to put JQ on the list.
Oh well, I'm not Chinese though.
Mama said I said artists in China though.
I know.
Okay,
I see what you mean.
I would have put myself on the list regardless of what Chinese, Blackanese, Taiwanese, any knees. I would have been on the top of the list. But okay, cool, man. Any songs is like popular from those artists that we should look at home or just dig into that, you know, that we can you know, do our 1-2 step 2 or whatnot, you know.
Okay, well, my favorite Chinese song is a song by an artist named Grady.
Grady. Okay.
And it's called Shangni the Ye. You can call it Miss You at Night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that,
you didn't know JQ sings in English and Chinese. The boy's cold. But all right, cool.
Yeah, that's my favorite Chinese song.
All right. Okay.
But yeah. But there's so many. I mean, like I said, the artists here are so amazing. Like it's just really it's a whole nother world.
Okay. So the music scene is it's a lot of talent out here.
Yeah, right.
More talent than back at home in America.
And you can't. It's even. It's
Okay,
even. It's the
even.
same level.
Same level.
Same
Okay.
level. It's just that people. What happens is it's just that since we're American, we're Americanized and we don't understand what's going on. But it's the exact same level.
Right.
Exact same level.
So you being here helps you understand the music sector, the world, the global aspect probably a little better than just being isolated to the American sounds.
Right.
Okay. Well, look, we finna see what JQ talking about in this booth, though. You know, we finna see, and I might hop in the booth myself. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I'm a trap music guy. I'm the South. I'm a country boy. But we're gonna see what you talking about in this booth. We're gonna hear some JQ music, get some live footage. Look, do a little mini video shoot up in this thing or something.
All right, let's get it.
Let's get it, man. Let's get it, man. Let's see what you're talking about. Let's get it.
You know it's true. You know when my lips know what to do. No. You know they say love's a crazy game, but I choose you. Yeah. Do you got plans tonight? I'm a couple 100 miles from Japan and I was hoping I could get lost in your world tonight, 'cause I can't get you off my mind.
Okay, so now we're here talking to JQ about kind of what I think makes this series, this project is special. And that's just the overall experience, his personal experience of being a Black American abroad. So we're going to dive into some real kind of deep stuff, and hopefully you all at home can just get some tidbits, some little gems, and just maybe to what you can expect being a Black American abroad, and specifically here in China. So JQ, this is like the best part to me of the whole filming, the series in general. This is like my favorite part, because I think this is probably, if not the most crucial, the most important part that I think Black Americans need to hear. And just not even Black Americans, even non-Blacks, you can just hear and get like an insight of what it is being Black, just not at home in America, but in other countries as well. A global lens, and they can kind of extrapolate with some of their Black peers or colleagues about information or about experiences maybe they didn't know we had or experienced in general. So being a Black American here in China, this is just start with a very just broad question, like how is that experience for you? And comparing it back home, of course.
Well, it's just a new experience. Every day it's something new. You know what I'm saying? Every day you're learning the culture, and you're just embracing who you are as a person, but also embracing what is around you, your surroundings.
Right.
So I can only speak for China, but living in China is such a great lesson to learn and to see. It's like you're on your own, and you're just every day is like fun. You know, it's like fun. It's not you're doing what you love, and personally, I personally enjoy the Chinese culture. I enjoy Chinese people.
Right.
I personally have never felt threatened or harmed in any way.
Right.
I've always felt peace among the people.
Right.
I guess that's because my characteristic is very open and very jovial and kind. Yeah.
And you're not getting, I guess, that kind of toxic energy.
Right. Yeah.
That you might get back home by being Black in a different place.
Right.
And so you feel more free. You feel more open.
Right. Right. Exactly.
And that's what most people that I've spoken with gets that feeling when they leave America. They just feel like they don't have to worry about just a certain level of discrimination, or they don't have to worry about a certain level mistreatment or side-eyeing or just the stealthier things that's systematic that we have to worry about. It's like you can just let all that just kind of just go and have better mental health, right? Right. And so with that, do you feel like mentally you just in a better place?
Right. And I think that's what opened me up to China so much, is that it's just such a positive place.
Right.
You don't hear all this negativity in the news and stuff like that, like how you do in America. Right. It's just more like
you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. Everybody's in the collective effort to live their dream.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so you feel that, and I guess that's the most important thing that attracted me to China the most. It's like I felt something here.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what kept me here.
Right.
Right.
So, and this is just an open question for you to answer. Do you feel that as being a Black American, once we get to a certain level, financial level back at home, we should leave and probably come to a place like China or a different country to kind of expound on our wealth or our opportunities? Because we know back at home, there's certain barriers. You can be successful as a Black American at home, right? We have plenty of examples, right? But just far as, especially from an entrepreneur level, we know it's going to be tougher, we know it's going to be harder. Do you feel like once we hit a certain level, we should just leave, come to a place like China where you don't have to feel those systematic barriers? Now, we know it is some like colorisms and things like that. It just, that comes with being Black, right? It's going to be some things because here in China, I know they just not used to seeing us, right? They're just not used to seeing us, and they have their own stereotypical view perspective of us, right? But do you feel like Black Americans should leave America at a certain point, and go abroad, whether it's China or a different country, to just get away from that and just be more free and have pretty much the same kind of standard of living?
Well, my thing is, the world is so small. Social media nowadays makes the world so small. Right. So before social media, the world was just a big place. We don't know about this country. We don't know about this place. We don't know about it. But now the social media makes the world such a small place.
Right.
So as far as making it, having a certain level of success and having your income and then just jumping off to another country, there's nothing wrong with that. Right. It's almost like making an investment.
Right.
It's almost like making an investment. Right. So the more, when you leave your home country and you go to another country, that country becomes your second home.
Right.
Then you go to this next country, that becomes your second home.
Right.
So then that means, if you're making success in all these countries, you can buy a home in this country, buy a home in this country. Then you got all these homes.
Right.
And then you're having success from different markets, different places.
Right.
But eventually, the main goal is you got to take care of your family.
Right. You want to take care of
your family. Right. So eventually you do have to go back,
Because this is the thing, and this is part of like this series too. A lot of people are not knowledgeable. Social media only gives you so much, right? And we don't have a lot of representation, damn near any of Black Americans doing anything abroad being highlighted on American networks and on televisions, right? That's part of the reason why we're doing this, right? Right. Because if you don't know, right, how are you supposed to like search in Google or whatever? Like you just don't, if you don't know if you don't see anybody that looks like you doing it, it's like, well, clearly that's not for me, or clearly it's not for Black people, right? Because we had that mindset a lot of times. If we don't see nobody else that looks like us, see anybody else that looks like us, it's like, oh, clearly, well, Black people don't do this, or Black people don't do that. And that's like a common phrase amongst our community a lot of times, which, a lot of times it's not true. It's just we don't see each other doing it. And so somebody back at home watching you being a great mega entertainer abroad in China and being a Black American and looks like them, that should encourage and inspire them, like, oh, well, shoot, maybe that might be the move then, right? Because it's cheaper, you can have the same type of standard of living, and you can do your music thing. And with social media, you can still facilitate your music everywhere across the world.
Right. Now I think a plus is when you do make that move to another country. For everybody who's thinking about making that move to another country, you do want to embrace the culture and also learn the language,
right?
At least some of the language because like I said, China honestly didn't become fun for me until I started learning the language more.
Right.
So well, it was always fun. But when you learn the language more and actually can communicate,
different intimate.
Yeah, you can get deeper. It's more fun. It's more fun that way. So wherever you go, like I remember you said you lived in Paraguay.
Right, exactly.
And you learned Spanish, right? Yeah. So the challenge is like every day you're learning something new, you know, and it's so much fun. Man. You can't beat that.
So has your Black experience in China been a good one?
Well, it's been fantastic. No, it's been amazing.
Any cons or because what people at home have to understand is, one, we speaking in comparison to the United States, right?
Right.
And so I don't think it's any place like the United States that is going to give us that kind of toxic feeling, stressful feeling like we do at home, right?
Right.
But I think it's important to note that when you are Black and you're traveling abroad, right, you have to kind of look at the host citizens as like maybe kind of not babies in a way as far as mentally, but just know that they never see you, especially here in China. They never see you. So if they do like point, want to touch your hair or anything like that, it's not anything coming from a malice like standpoint, from a disrespectful place. They literally just don't see us, right, or in person, and they so fascinated with our culture, as we already know. And so I think it's important to say, hey, don't be offended, don't take it as disrespect. They literally just don't know, right?
It's more of the wow factor. Wow. I've never seen this person before.
Right, exactly. Because I think a lot of people, I know it can be annoying, right? But it's they're not trying to do it to offend you. Right. And I think that's important to mention.
Exactly. And I'm tall. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm 6'4".
I think he's taller than that.
I'm taller than that.
I think I'm tall. I think he's like 6'5", 6'6".
So everybody's just like, dang, what's up? How's the air up there? You know?
Right.
But yeah, so.
Okay, so I'm gonna go down to like, these are the like standard 3 questions, and if you can answer them like 30 seconds to a minute, that'd be cool. What initially inspired you to come abroad, like move abroad? What was that initial, like, because you just don't up and want to just go to China just because or move abroad? Was it a family member? Was it something you saw on TV or something you learned in college? Like, what inspired you to want to do that, or even take that initial gig that you got fired from?
Oh man, well I'll be honest. I was close to inking a deal.
Okay.
In America, a really good deal. Right. And it just didn't go through.
Okay.
And I was so disappointed.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? I just want to leave.
Right.
And just like hone my skills.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hone my skills. So the opportunity came to go to Shanghai, and I was doing the World Expo. So I had 3 choices. I had to either go to Singapore, Hong Kong, or Shanghai. And so I chose Shanghai. Those are 3 different countries, almost pretty much 3 different places.
Hong
so
Kong, basically, yeah.
I decided I chose Shanghai because that was where the World Expo was.
Okay.
And also I'm a big fan of Jackie Chan, Rush Hour. So I was like, you know what? Let me try Shanghai. I get to sing, I get to hone my skills, sing in the band, make money, and do something new. So that's what instantly sparked me.
Just a side note, I think Rush Hour is like kind of that like initial like introduction to China. Even though it's at home
for our country. Yeah.
Especially Black people, especially with Chris Tucker and stuff like that.
Right.
My yacht is your yacht. Rush Hour too. El Capitan.
Yeah.
But hilarious. They need
definitely open.
They come out with a new Rush Hour.
They're making one.
Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker, if you're watching this, we need a new one. Me and JQ need to be featured in it. Right? We need to roll. Right. Second question. What kind of just made you not really want to relocate back to America permanently and just stay here? Because you've been here seven years. Like that. Jake, you don't have no American bank account. No. The only thing American he has is a passport, birth certificate. You got a driver's license?
Right. Yeah, of course I got that.
You don't have nothing. So he's here. Like, so what just made you just say, okay, I'm here. I'm not like I'm in it for a long haul. Because this, you know what I'm saying? Like, home is home. I know I miss home. I miss my sweet tea and lemonade and my Nashville hot chicken.
I think what happened was when I first came to China, it was such an amazing experience that I think this is where I kind of like grew up.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I came at 23, 24. So that's still a young age. You know what I'm saying? So
it molded you. It helped you grow.
Yeah, and you're alone. You're away from your family for so long.
Right.
And, you know, I think anybody can relate to that. Like when you go to a country and you're alone and you really like embrace the culture, it changes everything. Changes the dynamic.
Last question. How has being a Black American like affected, whether in a positive way or a negative way, this your experience in career, employment, from a hey, I've been given many opportunities because I'm Black, or you know, I haven't been given many opportunities because I'm Black, or you think you have more privilege because you're Black here in China than you would be back at home?
I think it's definitely an advantage, just because
from an entertainer's perspective.
From an entertainer's perspective, and also the Chinese, they really like Barack Obama.
Right.
You know, he was a positive example.
Right.
For us being here, so that's definitely a plus.
Right.
And what else?
If you're a Black artist, China is a great place to come, and if you want a different experience,
for sure.
From an entertainment
all
perspective.
in all, for sure. Sure.
And one last question, and I think I pretty know your answer, but I think this is for people back at home. Do when people initially see you, do they see an American or they see African? Or what do they? You know.
That's funny because someone asked me if I was American yesterday in Chinese, but then somebody would also say, "Oh, are you from Africa?" But then somebody also say, "Are you from India?" So I get all types of things. I think because the way I look,
your complexion,
you know what I'm saying? The way I look, is different. So
right.
And then I also got Mexican. So I get people think I'm all types of stuff.
But back at home, I think it's important to realize for our viewers that you might not always be, your Blackness is not going to come off as American. A lot of times, it's when they think of American, they think of whiteness, and that's just important to know. But it also is important learning experience about your Blackness, but also a teaching point for the people that you interact with. Like, yes, there is people in America that are Black or whatnot. So I think that's important to mention as well.
For sure.
So don't be shocked if you travel abroad and people don't think you're American. It just it just happens to be that way sometimes. Right. But a good teaching point for you to have with people that you interact with in the host country that you may be in. JQ.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man.
For sure.
I hope you all, got a great information from this man, this superstar entertainer. Go follow all of his social media platforms. Go ahead and tell him where you at. IG.
Check me out at IG, Julian Quander. Yeah, we gonna get it.
YouTube, you on YouTube?
YouTube/Julian Quander. We gonna get it.
Facebook
/Julian Quander.
Everything is Julian Quander.
We gonna get it.
And then they can check you out on your Chinese platforms too. Where you at?
Chinese platform. Oh yeah, check me out on Tremolo, which is TikTok Doing. JQ for you. I'm out there. Yeah.
Yeah. Go download this music. Go listen to it. When you got another EP project, anything dropping?
Oh yeah, we got something coming. Go get I Love China on iTunes.
Oh, that's a huge record out here.
Yeah,
you got an award for that record, right?
Right.
Award winning.
Go get I Love China.
Appreciate it, man. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Appreciate it. Tune in to the next episode, and we out.
I want you with your ones up. Light and blaze the fire ones up. I bet you run one. Love the feeling when it's calling more. I know you win it when you move like this. I know you love it when I do like this. And I'm on to tell you one time, no, because you ain't nothing like the one